all of us, we may struggle with it. Even the ones that are good at it, we still may struggle with that because it takes time to really set a plan together. And when you are, entrepreneurs, which we'll talk about what's the meaning of entrepreneurship, we're constantly, having our wheels spinning. And so more things are adding to, to the table and to the plate. And it's still like, okay, I have to make that time to go back, itemize the value, go back, put the plan in place so that at that point I can be able to be a good multitasker.
And then when I think about the word multitasking, I realize I'm failing myself at this point because honestly, the way I'm living my life, I know I have all these tools under my belt, but I'm going with the flow of the field when it comes to business. If I wake up and my day is not planned out for hair, then I'm walking in my passion. That doesn't mean that I can't multitask in a productive way that's going to push me towards success. A lot of time I'm really not utilizing to the fullest potential. So it's really making me think, how I need to organize and itemize what I'm doing so that I can make sure that I'm constantly moving forward.
He probed the question, how do you multitask? And I kind of was talking about social media, and he talked about his struggles with social media and how didn't want to jump deep in social media without being consistent. I took time out. I had to go back and pull some of my marketing strategies out, and I created a 30-day social media planner, and I'll show that to you guys here shortly. But I first want to just ask, how many of y'all struggle with social media? And what makes social media hard for you?
I did not really tap into using it for business purposes until like a few years ago when I started doing some network marketing for natural hair products to help grow people's hair. And because of that group and things that were required, it kind of made me step outside of my comfort zone, not using it for personal reasons, but for profitable gain. And that worked for me. But then, when I lost my brother, I realized that I was using it as a crutch to talk about my feelings. So that's a problem because for me, I don't separate my personal page from a business page. It is just, I am the brand, it's all me. So when I started to have these emotional struggles from grief, it started to affect my business.
What do you want people to see? That was one of the things, going back to what I'll show you guys in a little bit, is my 30-day planner. I had to sit back and I had to take it all in of my value, right? Once I came up with, okay, what do I value, or what is my value? Then I turned around and I said, okay, how do I want people to see me when they go to my social media? That is the way that everybody's connecting this day and age, is through your social media. So my first 30 seconds of a person coming to my page, what do I want them to see? What type of vibe, what type of energy do I want them to see? And when I did that, and really kind of analyze, okay, for me, it's definitely my family, lifestyle, things that matter, but then it's empowerment, and then it is business, entrepreneurship, empowering others to, look for opportunity, be a part of opportunities, take the opportunities, So once I knew that, that's when I was able to say, okay, it took me a little time, but I was able to create a 30-day planner where one time a day I post, and it gave me a balanced planning, social media planning, so that I don't have to think about it every day. And it translates like this. Go to my page, and naturally have a bio, but you'll get a nice glimpse of family, my lifestyle, my empowerment, my logos, my entrepreneurship, just different things that I have going on. I'm able to now do this because my planner is set and I don't have to think of it. I take 10 minutes tops with social media per day and I'm done.
Well, I usually am consistent, but lately, like for at least the last 30 days, I know I haven't been as consistent as I need to be. What's crazy is I actually have videos that I've created or things that I have created to post to social media, but I haven't posted them. And I think that's my sticking point right now, is just getting the consistency. Most of the time when I get home, I'm passing out, and I don't know, it's just developing that level of consistency that I used to have towards social media. Because at one point I made it a habit that I had to have one video. I wanted to post 2 videos a day, one in the morning and then one at some point in the afternoon. The one in the morning was message specific. Like it always had like a empowerment early morning, like, fire yourself up, get ready for your day. Don't let anybody else mess with your, your mindset. You control you. And then the one later in the day would be a reminder of, what is your focus, what is your passion, and what are you doing to move towards that. And I've been kind of slacking on that lately.
Yeah. Now, do you feel you slacking because just not enough time to have content development, or you're slacking just because you have the stuff, you're just not posting it?
I'm slacking because I have the stuff and just not posting it, because the creation of it never really takes me that long. I put thought into it, but it's just the way I do it, it just comes to me. Like once I start, it just comes to me. I know exactly what I want to say, how I want it to go. The videos that I put together, I cut, create, edit myself, and I know exactly what I'm looking for when I hear it, or when I see it, or when I do it. I think it's just my own innate form of laziness as it relates to social media. Maybe I'm taking that avenue for granted a lot. I don't know. It's really something I need to focus on. But what you just showed me is helpful.
But I would imagine that I'm probably the senior on this phone, this call today. And because of that, I think there is a struggle with transitioning into that. I know that it is valuable. I know that it's what everybody's doing. I mean, there's not a day that I don't go on my phone and I don't look at Instagram. I look at Facebook. So I know that's what it is. It's, I guess for me, there is a reservation of just moving into it because of the exposure. Though I want it, though I need it, I believe it's important. It is valuable, but there is just something, I guess, within me that I have to break in order to tap into that place. Every year, I think I ran the turkey trot maybe 2-3 years ago, and I did a video. My daughter and I did a video, and that video every Thanksgiving, that video posts, and so I get an opportunity to kind of look at it and look at my presentation, look at how I looked in the presentation, all of those things. I'm very critical in regards to presentation. That's
definitely Crystal. She is definitely that person.
It's so awkward seeing myself on video and hearing my voice. That's the biggest thing that I think I have to hurdle over, is getting comfortable with myself in the content.
So let me ask y'all then, because this is y'all not the first or the last. So let me ask you, what do y'all feel is a way that you can overcome that? Because naturally we can give all type of strategies about being consistent. Here's a 30-day planner. But now when I hear this aspect, that's something that I can't say I struggle with. So help me be able to figure out how we can figure out a strategy or things that can be practiced for the individuals that is more mental. It's more of a mental block, I should say, from being able to pursue the consistency or the social media content development, I should say.
Well, I think that what what you've started with, the leadership piece is valuable. For me, I don't know my namesake, per se, E, but I like what I hear coming from him. I've known you all your life. I've watched, your productivity. I've watched, your films and all that you've done. But to have, an environment that encourages that pushes that endorses it, and that's doing it, eventually pushes you or draws you. That's the value of the network, of the community.